for this morning's breakfast, I decided to make a cinnamon roll French toast. This is certainly not my recipe. I am going off the top of my head making it, but I know that I have seen this elsewhere. I would give credit to the person who I saw demo it, but unfortunately I can't remember. Anyway, I'm using my old-fashioned Belgian waffle maker. I'm not sure whether or not they use that mini dash griddle, or they come in several different kinds. They even come in pizzella now. But anyway, I'm just going to cook both together on my Belgian waffle maker. So this is the product. It is the Nutrisystem frozen cinnamon roll, which is 2 ounces in weight. It's 180 calories. It has 4.5 grams of fat, 1.5 saturated fat. Sorry about that glare. It has 29 carbs, 5 fibers, and 7 grams of protein. So this comes out to be a small carb and a power fuel, which it should, because then what we do is we add in the additional power fuel, because breakfast altogether combined is supposed to be 2 power fuels and a small carb. Anyway, moving on. So what I did is I scrambled up an egg, or I beat up an egg, I should say, and I did cut my roll in half. I did put it into the microwave for 10 seconds. I cut it frozen, and I'm going to just keep turning it, and then I'm going to put it into the waffle maker. Okay, so now I've placed them into my Belgian waffle maker. I did spray the waffle maker with this, which I do not like. If you have not purchased it, don't. Just buy the regular pan. It smells terrible when it gets sprayed, but I'm trying to use it up. What can I say? So I've placed them here. You hear them sizzling, and I put the remaining egg, I spread it evenly onto each one. And now I'm going to close it, and we'll see what we get. And so here we have French toast in the shape of a Belgian waffle. So what I'm going to do, this smells really good, by the way. I think I'll be making these from now on. I think I'm also going to try it with the cherry cheese roll. Wow. I've paired it with a tablespoon of the sugar-free syrup. It's free. It's 15 calories for 2 tablespoons. This is the Walmart Great Value brand. And for my mid-morning snack, if I'm hungry, doubtful, but I will have this Fairlife, my beloved, delicious chocolate protein shake that tastes like a milkshake. Okie dokie, I'll be back with lunch. For my lunch today, I decided to go with the Nutrisystem spinach and cheese pretzel melt. It is a frozen item, and it has 113 grams in weight. It's 230 calories with 6 grams of fat, 3 saturated fat, 32 grams of carb, 4 fibers, and 12 proteins. So what you're supposed to do with this is, here it is split open in my Paul Dean air fryer. I microwaved it in a paper towel for a minute. I took it out, and then I very gently cut it. It's not cut in half. There's a seam in the middle. And now I'm going to be adding in some mushrooms and more spinach and 3 slices of my Borden fat-free cheese. So I'll be back to show you the result. What I've done is I stuffed the bread with the spinach and mushroom mixture, and all I did with that is saute it with some garlic and onion powders and some olive oil spray and a little tiny bit of Braggs, the liquid aminos that I love to have in my veggies. Anyway, so then I've topped it with the 3 slices of cheese, and I put a little bit of the Mrs. Dash garlic and herb and a little bit of the olive oil spray. So now I'm going to put it in the machine, the air fryer, and we'll see in about 5 minutes what we have. So here's what it turned out to be. I happen to really like my food well cooked, but it is really thick, the cheese, so it's not like dried out or anything. That's a lot of cheese. And that cheese equals 1 power fuel for 90 calories. It looks really good. It looks like a flattened out stuffed potato. It smells very good, and I'm glad I did this. Different way of having the same thing, right? So I'm going to dig in, and this is going to be 2 veggies, cooked veggies, 1/2 cup of the mushrooms in there, and 1/2 cup of the chopped cauliflower. and my Power Fuel and Smart Carb, which is the spinach pretzel part. So yeah, I'm good to go. So this is from the Power Fuel, the cheese Power Fuel, I should say, is from this morning's snack that I did not have, just to keep everybody up to speed, because I tend to confuse people. I know that. Anyway, not sure what I'm going to do for this afternoon. If I have something, you'll see it. If not, we'll see each other at dinner. For my dinner tonight, I decided to go vegetarian. And what I've done here is, well, let me start with what this is. I made a Boca original chicken veggie patty. I did it in the, I usually do it in the microwave for like a minute. This time I did it in the air fryer. These are 1 Power Fuel each. They're 140 calories, 71 grams in weight, 6 fat, 1 gram of saturated fat, 11 carbs, 2 dietary fiber, and 11 proteins. So that is my Power Fuel for dinner. I'm having one at the moment. Well, actually, no. I'm sorry. I'm getting myself confused. What else is new? So the other Power Fuel is going to be this Sargento mozzarella. Off the block, reduced fat. It is 70 calories. So I put about 80 calories worth. I don't remember. I think 120 grams or something like, 120. 42 grams. So that's 90 calories. And what I did is I went into my freezer and I found a half cup of mixed vegetables that I already had cooked in tomato sauce. So I just defrosted them, and I first cooked the patty, then I put this sauce on top, then I put the cheese, and then of course I put a tablespoon of liquid, listen to me, grated gold. And I put some olive oil spray, some Mrs. Dash, and I put it back into the air fryer, and I just air fried it until the cheese melted, basically. What I'm having with it is, for my Smart Carb, 2 slices of the Fit Active multigrain bread. I will have the nutrition facts in the Facebook group for you. I've taken a picture of it. And 2 of them makes 90 calories, 1 Smart Carb. I am having this is about 2 cups of lettuce here this was delicious yesterday, so I decided to go with this again today. The Trader Joe's organic balsamic and fig. It's 60 calories for 2 tablespoons, so I'm using an extra worth of the dressing on my salad. That's more than enough for me. So yeah, this is what I'm doing for my dinner. Now I'll show you for my dessert, or my evening snack, is going to be the Nutrisystem butter popcorn. And this it's 28 grams in weight. It has 120 calories. It has, let's go into this light, 6 grams of fat, half gram of saturated fat, 15 carbs, 4 fibers, and 5 proteins. So yes, that's going to do it for me today for my eating. And I will be back as soon as I go and I enjoy my dinner. Hey there, my friends. Good to see you again, even though I'm not seeing you, but you are seeing me. What can I say? Kind of hard to talk to yourself sometimes. Anyway, what kind of a day was it today? Well, it was a gorgeous day here where I live in New York. It was like 70, but dry, comfortable, very sunny out. Really just a really pleasant day to be outside. So what did I do? I stayed inside, but then I needed to go out. I needed to go to Michael's, and I actually went to 3 different stores. Walmart and our local Party City-ish store. I haven't been there in a long time, and that gentleman has quite the inventory of stuff. Really, we're fortunate to have him because he's the only one in our area. I could go to Party City in Wappinger, but I didn't make it there. And anyway, I will film what I bought, but it's not going to go up tonight. It'll go up tomorrow. So, today's eating. It was all very good. I enjoyed that lunch very much. Would do that again. And my dinner was So simple, right? A simple flex meal. I have the Parmesan, chicken Parmesan with the spaghetti frozen entree from Nutrisystem. I forgot that I even have it. The reason that I ended up doing that the way I did is because I made it for Jem. He had it on Hero Breads. But, so I was like, oh, what am I going to make now? It was early. I never get to eat early. I'm happy about that too. So dinner's all done for both of us. And we have the rest of the evening to relax. And I can look at other people's YouTube videos, catch up from the weekend. I'm kind of behind. Anyway, I don't have any pearls of wisdom to share. Not that that's what I do whenever I come on here to chat. Tomorrow is weigh-in for me. It will be what it is, and I'm really not worried about it. If I was in the position of having to lose hundreds of pounds again, or 800 pounds again, my story might be a little bit different. But it doesn't matter to me because I'm here and now in this present moment, and I'm amazed that I can have this attitude at all, because there was a time when this wasn't me, the person that you're seeing. The attitude, it's me, the person, but the attitude about the dieting thing and do I weigh every day? I do, but I also was trained to do that from the HCG plan, and I like that training that I received. It works for me. Does it work for everyone? No. Some people freak out on the scale. I don't freak out. That's a way for me to get information about myself. What did I eat? Digestion, just all kinds of, I get all kinds of info out of that for myself. It's not for everyone. So we'll see. I was back down to where I was, a little bit less than where I was last Thursday. Yeah, because I weighed in Friday, Thursday. Yeah, so, but it may not be that tomorrow, but it was today. And my clothes are fitting me better. And with each thing I put on, I'm like, oh my God, I haven't worn this in like X amount of time. And they fit now. So I'm in a very good place with all that. And this is the place I want to stay in. I don't want to be obsessive about my eating. I want it to be, yes, I basically eat to nourish my body. I want to eat in a healthy way, to hopefully keep myself alive and in a healthy condition, or at least as healthy as I can. But is it going to be perfect? No, because I'm almost 62 years old, and we really haven't gone anywhere like we used to with COVID, but we're not big on going out to eat. I much prefer to cook at home. But when we do go, let's say on a bus trip, we may go to a theater, and they may have a luncheon, and there may be like 3 tables of dessert, you know, that you just go back and forth and get what you want kind of thing. I don't want to be in a position when I go to something like that to be like, oh my God, I'm off my plan. I'm off my diet. Because what that does for me is it puts me in a spot where I go on that roller coaster ride downward, or spiral downward, or snowboard downward, you know, and that doesn't do anything to help me lose weight or maintain my weight. That makes me gain weight. We all know what I'm talking about, I think, right? I'd love to hear your opinions if you wouldn't mind commenting, or talk about it in the group, in the Facebook group that we have. But truth be told, I don't want to be in that place anymore. And I never thought I'd get to this place. If you'd spoken to me in September of last year, I was in panic mode. My scale was just going, my scale was at 160 at one point. Very dangerous for me, very, very bad. Wasn't going to lead me anywhere good. And I was concerned about continuing to gain. So, no movement. Again, when you deal with arthritic pain, believe me, when you have to walk and you're going up a hill, it really involves your shoulder. You would be surprised that walking can make your shoulder hurt worse. I never knew that until it happened, until I got this bad shoulder. But, you know, that's where I keep on bringing up about how much the Contrave has changed me. I was talking about this with Terry yesterday. It helped me to change my life very unexpectedly. I wasn't even sure when I took it if I was going to be able to last on it. from the first time I took it, when I just took it for 5 days and my digestive system shut down. But I didn't prepare. This time the doctor prepared me. I asked questions that I didn't ask last time. And I guess I'm supposed to be on this because that's what ended up happening. You know, a lot of people say they have side effects, they have this, they have that, they don't make it, it doesn't help them. Those things are all true, but then there is a group of us that are exactly the opposite or somewhere in between, where, you know, we've got things figured out after a while and we're able to stay on it and do what we need to do. There are plenty of people out there that cannot do this without. That is not a weight loss pill, by the way. It is, how can I describe it? Well, part of it was used for smoking cessation. So it works on that part of the brain that makes you crave. So and then the other part is for the opiate and alcohol addictions. But this is at a much low level. It's very low level. So yeah, people who have eating disorder, like nighttime eating, like I did. And there are people out there that have a much more complicated situation than me with that kind of thing. I mean, they're going through the drive-thrus 3 or 4 times a day, you know, and eating massive amounts of food that's addicting. I think that there's something in McDonald's that makes it addicting, because I like McDonald's. Do I eat it? No. Not because I decide not to eat it. I just don't eat it. The fries are the best fries. But some people are addicted to it. I think that there is a possibility that can happen with all the additives and everything in the foods. I don't know. I'm not an expert. But anyway, I don't want to be here taking up any more of your time. But I did want to close out the video and say hi and thank everyone very much for watching. I did not check to see how many subscribers I have today. I did lose one, but again, that's expected. People are not everybody is interested in what I have to say. I mean, I'm not interested in what a lot of other people have to say. It's just the way the world goes. So I do appreciate all of you that are here with me and that do comment. I understand if you don't want to comment, that works too. Just the fact that you're watching, I'm very grateful for that. And if I'm helping anyone inadvertently by something I might say that leads them to think about something, that's even better yet. You don't have to subscribe. I'd just be happy to know somebody out there is benefiting from my journey. Anyway, so if you like the content of my video, please give me that thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. It's free, and all you have to do is hit the bell, and anytime I upload a video, you will be notified. And there are no other commitments. You don't even have to watch it. Thanks again, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye now.